This example will show how to use the VI editor. The VI editor, or visual editor, is one of the older editors out there. It's been in the Unix world for many years, and it is found on all Unix and Linux machines. It's one that you need to learn to use, particularly if you're in some sort of a server environment, because this is the only editor that would be available in a non-GUI environment, because it's a non-GUI interface. It uses a text-based interface. We will start by editing our file, and our file that we have here is called test.txt, and we will start to edit that by saying VI and give the file name. Once I hit return, I can see that the file has data in it. Now, using the on-screen keyboard here, I'm going to show how we can use the keystrokes to move things around. And in this case, you can see that moving up and down arrow moves the cursor up and down, left and right moves left and right for us. And this has been a modification added. The older versions of VI didn't do this. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to add at the end of this line, and we would use a capital A, and now I can hit the return key, and I can type in, this is a new line. Now, to get out of insert mode, we have to hit the escape key. Now I'm in command mode. Command mode allows me to move various ways. So, for example, let's say I type in the line, the number 4, and hit return. I will move to the 4th line of the file, or 4 lines down from where I'm at, which moves us down here. Now I can move up. Let's say that I want to delete a line. I would hit lowercase dd. That removes a line, and if I hit P, it replaces a line. This is not as intuitive as it looks, because let's come up here and remove this line we just added. If I delete this line and I put it in, notice it puts it in one line below where I want it. I can hit the U for undo, because that's not what I want it to do. In this case, let's move up to the line we're at and then do the put, the P, and there we go. If I want to delete a single character on a line, I would hit the lowercase x. Now, if I want to hit remove the entire line, I can use the shift and in the D for a capital D, and that'll remove the entire line. The line is still here, there's just nothing on it. Now, I'm still in command mode, so to go into insert mode, I want to hit I, and once I do this, I now am in insert mode, and I can type all the text I want to type. If I decide I don't want this, then I can just delete this line. Notice it leaves the characters there. Once I move out of insert mode by hitting the escape key, they all disappear. This is a behavior of VI. However, there is a newer version called VIM, and if we use that, that will close up a lot of this and clean it up. We'll show VIM in just a moment here. But as you can see, we have all this editing we've done. Now, let's say I decided I do not want to save this particular file. Then in command mode, I use the colon. That brings me down so I can now type in various commands. If I use Q for quit, it's going to give me a complaint saying, hey, wait, you've changed, you haven't written, do you want to do that? So if I want to quit without saving my changes, I use the exclamation point, at which point I now quit. This time what I'm going to do is, instead of using VI, I'm going to use VIM, because this is a modern, the more modern version. The reason I want to do this is, this time what VIM will do for us is when I hit insert mode, you'll see I have the insert right here. Now I know I'm in insert mode. Now I can type all I want, and I'm just fine all the way I go. Once I hit my escape key, I move out of insert mode. So again, VIM is nice. VIM also has color syntax highlighting, so if you configure it, you can have syntax highlighting for what you're trying to do. Now let's say that I want to go up here and I want to go add or to delete a single word. What I'm going to do is come over to where that word is, and then using lowercase, okay, DW for delete word, the word goes away, and that word is just removed. That's how we can go around that way. Now, this gives us some of the very basics. There is a way to save and write our file on just using a keystroke. As we did before, we did the colon and we tried to do the quit, and notice we still get the same error. If we want to save our file, we would do the colon and we would do the right quit, WQ, and when you hit return, you will see we've saved. Now by doing this, I can come back and notice our word that we had removed is still gone because I just saved it. Now let's say that I want to add a new line. So in this case, I want to hit I for insert, and I want to say new line. Now I'll hit the escape to quit. Now this time, let's say I just want to exit easily, I can use lowercase z twice, and that will also save the whole file for us. And once we're done with that, you'll see that when we come back into our file, we've got our new line. So, the shift key doesn't work well on this online screen keyboard, but that's good enough for what we need to. This is how you deal with VI. Now, again, if you want to delete lines, okay, I want to show it again. We'll use DD to delete and P to put it back. But notice it changes the position, so you want to make sure that you're in the right position. And that should give you an introduction of how to use VI.